you from TNT Wrestling in Thomasville, North Carolina. The action's already started. Cedric Alexander defends his Ultra Day title against Chet Sterling right here on CWF Worldwide.
Disrespect from our challengers already on full display. Welcome to CWF Worldwide, coming at you from TNT Wrestling in Thomasville, North Carolina, a special on-the-road edition of CWF Worldwide. Mid-Atlantic Tag Team titles are on the line as White Mike Jordan and Mr. Grimm, who have just survived a Tag Team Gauntlet match, face the champions right here, right now on Worldwide. Brad Stutz and CL Crazy Legs Party are in the booth. CL, you're always at a disadvantage against Mecca and Aaron, but these two guys just fought through a gauntlet. Do Mr. Grimm and White Mike stand a chance here?
You know, I'm always pulling for my boy White Mike, but I don't know how he's going to pull this off. First off, are these two even a real tag team? Have they ever met even before today?
No, I think they were just recruited for this Tag Team Gauntlet huge fundraiser event here in Thomasville. Packed house. Cedric Alexander will defend the PWI Ultra J Championship in this hour. Oh, but Mr. Grimm may not live to see that main event.
And, you know, talking about that gauntlet that they just survived, let's talk about some of the people in that. I mean, the Brutes. They just faced Mark James, Jimmy Parker. I don't know how they're even standing right now after that.
First generation, Michael Spencer and Jacob Ryan, a lot of the top prospects from all over the region. Is that you?
That was White Mike.
Oh my!
He's not in a good place right now.
No, he's not in a good place at all. Oh dear!
Well, I mean, you gotta give it to him. He hasn't given up yet.
All right in the biddies! And White Mike down!
You hate to see it happen to the cute ones, Brad.
You may have to go check on him, CL.
Might.
He may need mouth to mouth.
I don't know. We'll see after the match.
Or worse. Aaron Biggs dragging White Mike into the corner. The tag team champions are in firm control. Oh dear. Oh dear. Boobies are out. Oh! Aaron Biggs is feeling it. Here at the BS Sport Gym in Thomasville, we want to thank TNT Wrestling for having us. Our worldwide cameras are here for the historic Ultra J title match that is yet to come in this hour. It very well may be the last opportunity for Chet Sterling. Cedric Alexander says he will take the Ultra J Championship with him wherever he goes next. One of the hottest free agents in the sport. It may very well be the last chance for Chet Sterling to take that championship here tonight. And our worldwide cameras are here because no matter the outcome, it is going to be a historic night here in Thomasville. Unfortunately, White Mike and Mr. Grimm. They might be streaming this thing from hospital beds.
I mean, let's be honest, mostly White Mike is Mr. Grimm. I mean, he hasn't even had the chance to tag in.
No, he's doing the wise thing. He's conserving his energy. He got in there early on with Aaron Biggs, and it did not go well for him at all.
Oh, finally.
Swing and a miss.
White Mike's got to work fast here, though.
Good move to tag in Mr. Grimm, one of the top prospects out of the District of Columbia. Does a lot of stuff in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. TNT Wrestling found Mr. Grimm, brought him to this event, and he has paid dividends for them surviving that tag team gauntlet, but oh dear.
Look at them trying to work together.
I don't think the two of them together are strong enough.
White Mike looks like he's trying to roll out here.
Look at Mr. Grimm's face, says he has seen better days.
Oh, goodness.
Oh dear. Meatball sandwich.
They're just making their own
Sportatorium is the #1 venue for live pro wrestling in all of the Carolinas. But did you know that you can also rent the Sportatorium for all of your anniversaries, fundraisers, and live pro wrestling birthday parties? Check us out at CWF247.com to find out more about how you can have your events right here at the Sportatorium.
Get on your feet!
First, making his way to the ring. Here's your current reigning and defending CWF Worldwide Television Champion. This is Eric Andrews.
Let's go! Top is foul!
Making his way to the ring.
Go up two.
Bell sounds and they are off and running. Crossbody from Richards. Two almost got him. CL Party, Richards wasting no time going for the win.
I mean, what do you think is going through their minds right now? The last time they faced off was in the semifinals for the Weaver Cup tournament. Nick Richards beat Eric Andrews in what, 4 minutes?
Yes, he did. He has got 10 or less to leave as the champion today in Thomasville. And Richards is wasting no time. Eric Andrews already retreating to the outside. And man, fans everywhere have just taken to Nick Richards in these past 10 to 12 months. One of the most hated men on the roster when he was teaming with Eric Andrews has now become one of the most beloved men on the roster. Oh, good thinking from Andrews there.
I mean, how can you not love Nick Richards? Those who have followed him, you know, even when he was so hated, people still wanted him back. And now it's like, you know, the prodigal son has returned. And how can you not get behind that story?
Conversely, how can you not just shake your head at Eric Andrews, maybe the most arrogant and entitled wrestler on the CWF Mid-Atlantic roster, has felt for really years now that he was never given his just due, has at times been called the most underrated wrestler on the roster, but quite frankly, his abilities, his toughness, his size, all those things, even when he was with Lee Valiant, never translated into wins until he stole the Worldwide Television Championship from Smith Garrett.
But you know, that's not enough for Eric Andrews. I mean, coming in here, he has an even bigger chip on his shoulder now because it seems like nothing will be enough. He always thinks everyone has it out against him, no matter what. He's just got this huge chip on his shoulder, and I think that's going to be his downfall.
Arrogance and pride will often lead you headstrong into situations, and if you're too headstrong against Richards, he might catch you in that cutter. He might catch you with one of those cradles. He has been fine-tuning his wrestling, has Nick Richards, thought of for a long time as a street fighter, basically. Has really been training with the Mid-Atlantic Dojo. We saw him recently in Chapel Hill. Oh, keep those shoulders down. We saw him recently in Chapel Hill hang in there with Andrew Everett and Chet Sterling and the Ugly Ducklings in a hellacious six-man tag. We saw him out-wrestle Eric Royal. Not an easy task to do, but he won this tournament beating Eric Royal with a wrestling hold.
Yeah, and you know, I think this is just the beginning for Nick Richards. He's just now showing us what he's capable of. I think he's just now finding it out for himself, and he's really, really just fine-tuning his skills and his quickness and learning his strengths, and he knows what works for him, and especially with an opponent like Eric Andrews, they used to be, partners and teammates, and so he knows him very well. they know each other, and I think we're definitely seeing that in this match.
Andrews using those long arms to find the bottom rope. It's a weird thing you just touched on. You know, he knows who he is. He knows what he's good at. Richards is almost the opposite of a traditional professional wrestler. Oh, hold on. Sunset flip. No, Andrews too strong. Andrews 6'5", and he just hurls Richards into the buckle.
Yeah, I mean, you know, not to take anything away from Eric Andrews, because he is strong and he knows his strengths as well, and he's going to try to just knock him down and keep him down.
It was weird. You touched on a minute ago. Richards knows who he is. You know, it's almost backwards from a lot of guys. A lot of guys, they start with the fundamentals, and then they learn. They decide for themselves. Oh, I can high fly. I can brawl. I can do whatever. Richards, and it was cover here. Richards was almost the opposite. He started as just this crazed brawler and has sort of learned that, hey, I can wrestle. I know, you know, I have a knack for this. Whereas for so long he was thought of as being so formless.
Well, and I think too, it's just a matter of confidence. You know, he's literally just crawled and scraped his way up from the bottom. And you know, before he had that style because he needed it. He was just looking to survive. He was just in the dredges and trying to come out. And now, as you said, he knows he can hang. He knows he's good at this, and he's starting to get that confidence. And you can definitely see it in the way he wrestles now.
Shoulders down there, only for two. Yeah, it's something that not a lot of guys talk about. You know, it's still a macho sport at the end of the day, but confidence is a killer in the wrestling industry. If you do not have that confidence, that self-doubt,
5 minutes remaining.
that self-doubt that creeps in, you know, it can absolutely be a killer. It can ruin your whole game. It can ruin the match. It can ruin anything that you're planning in your head. Richards, with every win, is growing in confidence. He could leave Thomasville, North Carolina as the worldwide television champion today, and of course, he still has in his back pocket that guaranteed title opportunity at the Mid-Atlantic Champion Chevrolet. Hold on!
Oh!
Richards dropped knee first on the steel chair.
I was just going to say, these two have got to be mindful. No one's walking away with a new championship if there's, you know, a count out. Eric Andrews back in the ring now.
Well, that's not entirely true. Andrews walks away with the belt if it's a count out.
True.
I think that's the game plan right there. Andrews knows that he walks away with the belt if it's a count out.
Not only that, but with the TV title, we've got 10 minutes here, and I think he's very mindful of that as well.
Many before him have attempted to use that 10-minute time limit to their advantage, some more successfully than others. Richards has beat the count, but that knee has been punished. Andrews loves that heel hook. He loves to torture the legs in submission holds.
Looks like that's what he's trying to prepare him for now. He's just wearing him down any way he can. I think a little bit too is probably punishment, like I said. He's walked in with that chip on his shoulder. He remembers, you know, the semifinals of the Weaver Cup. Nick Richards beat him in not very much time, and I think he's very angry about that.
What do you think the mindset is for the champion here? Is he just as happy with the draw because he leaves with the belt, or does he want to beat Richards? You see him now on the offensive. For the last several minutes, Andrews has been trying to pick apart the 2016 Weaver Cup champion, grabbing that rope for a little help. But what do you think? Is he satisfied with the draw if it comes to that, or is he playing for the win here?
I think that Eric Andrews will take that victory any way he can. We've seen him before. He is very happy to take the easy way out and still take full credit for it and still think the world owes him something. So yes, he's mad and he's trying to punish Richards, but look, I mean, he takes advantage of the full count. He is, you know, he's happy to get it any way he can.
Yeah, Andrews trying to be mindful, like we touched on earlier, not to rush into anything, because I think it was rushing in that Weaver Cup semifinal match that led to that quick defeat. And this is Andrews' style and pace right here. Grind it out, take his time. He never had the chance to do that in their Weaver Cup match. Richards was moving fast and furious, and Richards was able to move past him pretty quickly. Andrews now has finally found his groove in this return match with the title on the line.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
We have 2 minutes remaining, and just to touch on what you just said, you know, Eric Andrews definitely with that championship has that advantage where, you know, he can just grind him down and take his time all day. Because at the end of the day, he's still going home with that belt, even if they get to the time limit.
But with Richards back on his one good leg now, Richards has got about 95 seconds to try and put something together here. We saw his flare and flash in the open of this bout, going for quick pins. Richards is going to need to go back to that strategy here. Time is going to become of the essence. Butterfly in the buckle will do some damage, but he can't get it.
And again, Nick Richards, you know, doing so well lately. He just won the Weaver Cup, but that's not enough. He's still trying to prove himself. He wants this TV title just as badly.
Hard backdrop, dead center of the ring. Richards down, Andrews covers. 2, only gets 2.
It's almost
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
They have passed 9 minutes. Andrews has got 60 seconds to go for the win or 60 seconds to continue grinding it out. Richards, DDT!
that could be it.
Dead center, he's got to make the cover though. He's got to make the cover. Got to make the cover. Time is of the essence. Cover. 2, only 2.
He's got to work fast and he's got to think here.
That's where taking out the knee and the leg plays to his advantage.
30 seconds.
We got less than 1 minute and Richards simply cannot move fast enough to put enough together to win.
Oh,
Andrews may have just saved it right there. Andrews may have just saved the whole shebang. Oklahoma Stampede, perhaps? No.
15 seconds remaining.
Can't.
15
oh,
seconds.
Richards fights out of it.
Into the buckle. Cutter. Oh, he didn't get it. He did not get the cutter.
5 seconds remaining.
Andrews took the powder. Andrews took the powder to save the championship. With the title literally in Richards' grasp.
Has expired.
With the title literally in Richards' grasp, Eric Andrews took the powder to save his championship.
5 more minutes. Come on, come on. 5.
Back him up.
Back up. Come on, man.
You want that belt? 5 more. 5 more. Give him 5 more.
5 more, let's go.
5 more. Stand up for your champion.
We got some of the biggest matches in our lives. And I tell you what,
Sooner or later,
hold
I would get on this
Whoa.
show with you. Hold on. After since our last match, you've been ducking and avoiding the whole time. The international champion, Rick Converse. You can wait just a minute. Don't give a damn if I interrupt anything. The international champion. Let me ask you something, Rick. Don't you have to get outside of Burlington to be international? Ain't that the big thing about being international?
Dude, don't even.
Are you kidding me? All the times, like, we've been other places before. You know I get out of Burlington. Come on, man.
Oh, North Carolina's still not international, Rick. So I'll tell you what. Since your belt's not here tonight and we're on another show, I'm not going to whoop your ass in front of everybody out here. But the best thing, and if you want some of this, I got all you want.
There's no need for it, man.
I ain't got nothing to say to you. Best thing you can do is keep your mouth closed. So sooner or later, me and you will get in the ring for this title. But from then on, I watch your back, Rick. Remember that. Got it?
Watch my back? Okay.
Yeah, watch
You got
it.
a threat. He's going to come here and drop threats to me.
There's no sense in that,
Hey,
man.
whenever
There's
you're
no
ready,
sense in that.
okay?
See how I'm coming more like off my hip? And right, you were like if this arm's going up on lunge here. The little things that makes you money. It's the little things that make people talk about you. No matter what, it's still gonna hurt.
I'm different, yeah, I'm different. I'm different, yeah, I'm different. Pull up, just say nothing, yeah. Pull up, just say nothing, yeah. Pull up, just say nothing, I'm different, yeah. I'm different. Pull up, just say nothing, pull up, just say nothing.
ball, and it is for the Pro Wrestling International Ultra J Championship. Introducing first.
What we just witnessed. Cedric Alexander is not messing around here. Good Lord, he took out CL Party. Chop to the chest from Cedric Alexander, my God.
Brad says, I'm still in shock of what we just saw. I can't even really come to grips with what just happened. As she was making the ring introduction, Cedric Alexander, for no apparent reason, super kicked CL Party. And that inspired Chad Sterling and this crowd up.
Yeah, this thing is a fight. We got people down already in this thing. Championship is on the line here, and it is the last opportunity for Chet Sterling to lead with that championship. Cedric Alexander's last contractual obligation to Pro Wrestling International is this event. That doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Oh my God, what a right hand from Cedric Alexander, and that stunned Chet Sterling. Brad says, I don't have to tell you the history between these two competitors.
No, you don't. And this may or may not be the last time we see Cedric Alexander. But God Almighty, we are already in a war!
God! It is almost, everyone is aware of Cedric's weight loss. He dropped about 25 pounds to be in the WWE Cruiserweight Classic, and I honestly think it's made him quicker, which makes his strikes more effective. What he may have lost in strength, he's more than added in quickness, and he's more explosive than ever.
I don't think he's lost much of anything in strength. This is still an incredible athlete. Alexander. Oh, you heard the sound bounce off the walls.
Chet Sterling's already on Dream Street. He's going to have to pull it together. And I'm going to be honest with you. I love Chet to death, but he's going to have the match of his life to come out on top in this one.
You have played a role in this saga, Smith Garrett. It was the worldwide television title held by Chet Sterling. Cedric Alexander won it from him back, what, 10 or 12 months ago, about 10 months ago. He would go on to lose that championship to you at our anniversary Supercard Battlecade. He would capture the Ultra J Championship shortly thereafter and go on a tear. Meanwhile, Chet Sterling fought, Chet Sterling fought months and months and months trying to win that television championship back. He never could do it. Eric Andrews left with the title. Sterling has been in a bit of a slump, and he says he will get out of that slump the same way he got in against Cedric Alexander.
I feel that Chet Sterling always felt a little bit cheated because he never got a one-on-one rematch for the worldwide television title. And tonight, like you said, is his opportunity to make one hell of a statement.
He has been in a bit of a valley for the past 10 months after peaking for so many times, so many incredible matches. Sterling peaked and then it kind of leveled off. You can trace that back to the night when Cedric Alexander stole the worldwide television title from him. In one night, he's got the chance to undo all that. And that's why our worldwide cameras are here. No matter the outcome, this is a historic match that we wanted to document.
What you just said is more correct than anything else I've heard today. All it takes is one night. No matter how long that slump is, no matter how long you plateau and seem to almost digress, all it takes is one night to get back on track.
But to do it, Chet Sterling will have to outlast and survive possibly the best wrestler in the world. I say there's no argument. I think the best wrestler in the world is right here on CWF Worldwide, right here in this ring. He He took Trevor Lee to the limit. He has carried the television title all over the world. Cedric Alexander made the Mid-Atlantic television title into the worldwide television title by taking it all over the globe. He has carried the Ultra J championship all over the globe, and the world is at his doorstep. He may be headed any number of places. This is his last contractual obligation to Pro Wrestling International, and he said point blank, I would rather take the belt with me and force a tournament than lose to Chet Sterling. Disrespectful of the challenger was the champion.
But that's the mentality of someone who truly believes deep down and has just cause to believe it, that he is, like you said, the best wrestler walking God's green earth.
It's a real short list.
And right there you can see, right there, Cedric's just playing mind games with him. He could have done anything. The challenger was vulnerable, and Cedric chose to play mind games because he is that supremely confident in what he does.
And Alexander, a little bit of toying with the challenger here. Very surprised. Yes, he's confident. Yes, he's cocky. But you cannot give Chet Sterling an opening. He's been mentored by Trevor Lee. He's been coached by some of the best. Good Lord, slugging it out.
I don't know that I want to stand there and trade shots with Cedric, but Chet was doing a really good job of it. And now you see Chet Sterling with a crossbody to take advantage, and now you see Chet in control.
He needs to make one of these count for a cover. There it is. Good thinking to group them together in quick succession. Oh boy, they may be headed to the crowd again.
I love the urgency of Chet Sterling. He knows when he's got a slight door open, he's going to have to bust through that door and take advantage of that few seconds.
You've been in the ring with Cedric Alexander multiple times. One small opening, and that concussion drop kick can come. The lumbar check, the brain buster. The 540-degree kick to the head. Alexander has got so many moves that will knock your lights out, and Sterling may be about to suffer one of them.
I believe Cedric just kicked Chet's head into the second row. He laid that in there. That shook Chet Sterling all the way to the core.
A nod, perhaps, to Chet Sterling's mentor and tag team partner, Trevor Lee. Alexander took Trevor to the limit in a memorable Mid-Atlantic title match some months back on CWF Worldwide. Oh dear. Oh, right in the hardest part of the ring.
That shakes you, it takes your breath out of you. I've been on the receiving end of that. You honestly lose your focus of where you're at for a few seconds. The breath is driven out of you, and your main concern is breathing at that point. Not even defending yourself, but breathing.
That exact move is what cost you the Mid-Atlantic Championship back, 10, 11 months ago against Marcellus King.
You're right, it did.
Cedric Alexander, and that exact move that took that title opportunity away from you.
Like I said, he comes from behind, he picks you up with force that you honestly don't believe somebody 200 pounds can have, and he drops you with everything he's got on the hardest part of that apron. And like I said, it does drive the wind out of you. Now, your main concern is breathing. You don't know what's in front of you, what's behind you, to the side of you. Your main concern is breathing because it's so hard.
Sterling has got to get back in.
You see Ref Pierce up to 8, a count of 8.
10 ends the fight.
He's got 1 second. He's got to get in.
10 ends the fight, and he beat it. He beat the count. He beat the count, but Alexander does not look concerned.
Alexander is just oozing confidence, and you can see it, just no regard for the challenger. Just smacks him and walks away.
Chet Sterling down as Cedric Alexander talks to this crowd in Thomasville. We thank you for joining us. We thank TNT Wrestling for having our worldwide cameras on this very special event. We wanted to document this historic title bout, as it may be our last chance to see one of our favorite sons and Cedric Alexander oozing confidence, like you said. Oh, Sterling swung and got nothing. Alexander swings and got everything.
Chet Sterling, honestly, he may be out. He's just out on his feet at this point. He honestly, in my opinion, doesn't even know that he's in a wrestling match right now.
That would be a horrible break for the challenger. Oh, double knees in the small of the back. You can't stand. You can't do anything. ring.
Right there. You notice the pain on Chet's face, but what you also notice is he could not breathe. His mouth was gauged open, trying to catch a breath. That lumbar check on the side of the apron, that's still having an effect. And then to double it with double knees to the back to drive the wind out of you more. Cedric is just meticulous in his attack on the lower back of Chet Sterling right now.
And if we see that lumbar check in the ring, I gotta believe that's gonna be a 3 count. Alexander's game plan has been focused. Sterling gotta make something happen here.
Runs him into the back of the turnbuckle. Cedric right back on the attack.
Trying to use his body weight. Chet's gotta make something happen here. Sterling has spent the last 10 months of his career basically in a plateau. He chased. He never got a shot one-on-one even with you. Eric Andrews was always in the way.
You're right.
He never got a shot at Cedric Alexander. Somebody else was always in the way. After carrying 2 titles for 6 months last year, Chet Sterling has got the chance to climb back to the mountain tonight. Huge knee. Rough Rider didn't get it. Oh no!
Ducked under too. I really thought that was it. I thought Cedric had him on that.
Rough Rider!
There it is!
Got him on the second one! 2.
So close to a new champion right there, Brad Stutz.
Good Lord, the atmosphere in this room is bouncing off the walls. So much excitement and energy. Into the cover. 2-2. Boy, Chet is not kicking out with authority. He's barely surviving these near falls.
I don't think that Cedric quite got the spring on this ropes that he wanted to on that springboard clothesline. If he would have came from a little more elevation, the outcome may have been different. But as of right now, we still got a wrestling match.
Yes, we do. And a wrestling match is always just seconds away from being over, no matter how you look at it. Sterling has always got a chance, but he is on the ropes literally and figuratively at this point in the contest.
I don't like the look in Cedric's eyes. Right hand from Chet Sterling. Oh! Right hand from Cedric. These two are just beating each other back and forth. Short European by Chet Sterling.
Shot, no sir. Half and half? No, he couldn't get it. He couldn't get it on that small of the back.
Oh, that elbow rocked Chet Sterling right there.
Sterling went for the half and half suplex.
God, that's good, Brad Stutz. That is over. 2 down. 2-5.
Oh my God. Would have bet my house that was it.
I honestly think Cedric just threw Chet into freaking orbit right there. He was 12 feet above the canvas of that ring.
The crowd so respectful of both. Some chanting for Chet Sterling, some chanting for Cedric Alexander. They know they are seeing 2 of the best, not just in the Carolinas, but in the country, perhaps the world. And now the look on the face of the champion says, what must I pull out of my bag of tricks to leave this event as champion? Again, he said I would rather leave and force a tournament than lose to Chet.
What has Cedric Alexander got up his sleeve?
Woo!
Frog splash roll through.
Didn't get it.
He dropped him on the back of his head, and now you see the champion Cedric Alexander in trouble. And Chet's got to capitalize right here and right now on this opportunity.
Alexander wisely going to the apron. Wisely, he's got to go to the apron to survive. Championship is on the line. Both men are down. Chet Sterling, there is a sense of urgency where he must get to his feet.
Absolutely, and you see he does get to his feet. He beats Cedric Alexander to his feet.
Still in the fight.
Called him into a DDT on the hardest part of the ring, Brad Stutz. Chet Sterling went to the floor, dropping Cedric Alexander head first into the apron, and both men are hurting at this point.
He gave him a taste of his own medicine.
Absolutely.
Sometimes that's what you gotta do, quite frankly. Nobody wants to see this thing into the double count out.
That would honestly be the worst thing ever.
But if it were to happen, Alexander's prophecy would be foretold. He would force a tournament for the vacant championship, which he said point blank, I would rather leave and never come back and force a tournament than lose to Chet Sterling. Sterling has to get the champ back in the ring.
right before the 10 count. Both competitors make it back in, and now you see the wheels turning with Chet Sterling wondering what does he have to do to put Cedric Alexander away for this title.
We are seeing a classic on CWF Worldwide as both of these men have delivered time and time again in the past. Cover! 2-2! Good Lord.
Right now you just start to see exhaustion kicking in. Cedric Alexander's hurt from that DDT. He's just rolling over, and that kick out, I promise you, was nothing but instinct. And now you see Chet wondering what has he got to pull out to put Cedric Alexander away. And I think he may be coming up with something. You see the wheels turning, he's preparing to hit something big.
And you can literally almost see the wheels, the gears turning inside his head. He's waiting on the champion. Is this a wise move? You can't rush in, but is this a wise move? Alexander. Ooh. Alexander's dead weight.
That DDT.
Only 2. Alexander is dazed. The champion is hurt. Chet must have the eye of the tiger here. He must proceed. He cannot, he cannot go soft here. The champ is clearly hurt, but Cedric is so good and so fast. Oh, he slapped the crap out of him.
He slapped him right back. Chet gets this way sometimes. Chet has a level. When he hits it, he gets gritty, he gets dirty, and he gets mean, and those right hands come from way back and they sting. And you see these two, these are two grown men just throwing bombs, and I love it.
Yeah, Sterling cannot be tentative out of respect. He must advance. He must advance on the champion.
Oh my God! Headbutt right to Chet's jaw, and he is out.
My jaw dropped. My jaw just dropped.
Along with Chet Sterling.
Alexander, we're going to win it.
One more, Chet. No, he rolls through. 1.
Oh dear. 2. Oh God.
Kick out.
Oh dear. Oh dear. No.
Oh God, you heard the buckle.
Career's end on that buckle bomb.
Suicide drop kick. Chet's out on his feet.
Oh no.
One more, Chet. Oh my God, that's it.
The champ will retain.
No, Chet Sterling kicked out. Chet Sterling kicked out.
This building came to their feet. Chet Sterling is still alive.
Chet Sterling still alive, and this crowd has come alive.
Good Lord, I'm gonna have an aneurysm back here.
Oh my God. I'm literally sweating doing commentary because this is amazing. Emotional levels are through the roof with everyone in attendance here today.
Cedric, with doubt in his eyes.
That's the first time I've seen that look in this match, Brad Stubbs.
He just hit his best combination, and Chet Sterling is still alive. As the challenger pulls himself up, the champ rises to his feet with ease.
Oh man. That look on Cedric, that's a dangerous look, Brad Stutz. Just a hard shot right to the jaw and neck.
Alexander may be going for the stoppage here. He may be going for the knockout. It would be befitting of Cedric to run up the proverbial score and leave no doubt.
I've been in that ring while he's wanted to do that before, and it hurts for days. And usually you get one sliver of an opportunity, and you got to take advantage of it. And that opportunity may have slipped by Chet Sterling at this point.
Sterling to win, we must avoid this happening again. Head scissors right over with two. Only got 2. Blockbuster perhaps!
If he hits it, got a new champion! That's it! 1, 2! Oh, Cedric kicked out. Oh dear God, Cedric kicked out!
This title fight rolls on! It has been a roller coaster! This crowd is coming alive! They know they are in a huge title fight!
Oh, Cedric grabs the leg.
Oh!
Insecurity right to the side of Chet's head, and now Chet's out again. These hard shots, only the human brain and skull can take so much, Brad Stutz.
The challenger finding himself in a very precarious position.
You see Cedric setting Chet Sterling up for
superplex, maybe the brain buster?
No, dear God, not a
brain buster. Brain buster off the second will end a career, man. Chet trying to create space. Alexander holding on.
Those shots don't have quite as much behind him, but he's able to string a few together, and they're still being very effective. And now you see Cedric out on his feet a little bit.
We can, what's he going for? Wait, Chet's on the top. Chet's on the top. Blockbuster off the top.
Oh my God.
Blockbuster off the top.
Chet's going to the top. He's not covering him. He's going to the top. Chet Sterling's going to the top.
Oh man, Sterling.
Frog splash. High flow. We've got a new champion. We've got a new champion.
Thank you so much to TNT Wrestling. We are back at the Mid-Atlantic Sportatorium next week.
It's only fitting for someone who constantly put others ahead of themselves their whole time here. For someone who constantly said, what can I do for the show, instead of asking what the show can do for them. So I'm only going to say thank you for leaving everyone that you stepped in the ring with better than you found them. Thank you for leaving North Carolina wrestling better than you found it.
It's moments like this you see on the internet when guys leave to go to greener pastures or whatever you want to call it. I never thought, sorry, I choke up. I never thought that I would be that guy to leave and get that kind of reception.
You deserve it.
You deserve it.
Yes, that's right. You deserve it.
Yeah, don't start crying. Keep going any longer.
We love you to death.
Yeah, man.
I love you guys too. Honestly, whether you booed me, whether you cheered me, the point is you gave me a reaction, you gave me a reason to perform to my best abilities, to hit harder, move faster, train to the best of my ability so that when I come out here in front of you people, I am 100% no matter what the case is. And I thank you, no matter, like I said, whether you cheer, whether you boo, you gave me a reaction, and that's all that any performer could ever ask for. So thank you for that. I'm just saying this one thing and then I'm done. Whoever threw this in here, you're next. Because 7 years ago, I started wrestling for Mountain Dew and hot dogs, and that was my payment. So whoever did that, I remember. No, but I came a long way from Mountain Dews and hot dogs, and it's because you people appreciate my work, and I appreciate you for appreciating me. And I want to thank you one last time for loving my heart. Without you people giving me this kind of reaction, I wouldn't be going where I'm going now. So thank you.
Now we can this now.
Water.
You got both of us here. Is that for me?